Aquarius, how's everybody doing? Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing you working on things when it comes to self-care. Can also be things going on within the home, the things that you feel a sense of responsibility for. Things that help you, I'm hearing, reinvest your energy. You may also be thinking too about like how you're spending your time and your energy, what you're putting that into, what you're channeling that into. The waiting game. What are we waiting for? You may be waiting to see the results of something. You could have invested in something and you could be like waiting to see a return or waiting to see if it's going to pay off. It seems like something that, in a way, you've committed to this thing. But you're still waiting to see how something goes. You could also want to plan, but you may feel limited in how much you can do that because you're like waiting on more information. If there are plans that you can be making in relation to this, or there's something else that you can be doing while you're waiting, I'm hearing you may be keen to do that. If this is job or something career related, it looks like you are going to be successful. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles and also the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about like even being recognized for something that you're doing, something that you did. If this is within the career realm, you could very well be recognized for something. It seems too like there's a choice that is being decided upon, a choice being made or decided upon, something that you're sorting out, something that you're figuring out, weighing pros and cons. I'm seeing you like pick up more information about this too, about which way is the right way for you to go. It may be something that's a bit of a process for you. Something about wanting to do the right thing in the right way. There's a lot here about how can we put this? Like moral / spiritual integrity. It even seems like you're possibly even presenting something, and I mean this can be on a metaphorical basis. It's like figuring out which way that you want to go with something or how you want to do something, but you haven't completely decided on it. But it's something that like you're gaining progress with, especially seeing it through the lens of like what's in alignment with what you believe is right, what's in alignment with like your beliefs, your philosophies, your mantras, your morals, stuff like that. It even looks like, in a way, like the spirit guides are reviewing something that's happening to make sure something checks out. You could also feel as well like a decision that you're making is being observed, whether this be like your higher self observing something or you have like some sort of audience. You may also be figuring out how to combine something as well. So like by learning the ins and outs of it, you also learn how it complements each other and how it comes together, how it unifies. I am seeing the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. I'm also looking at Libra and Taurus. I'm hearing test activated. I'm also hearing stipend. There's a focus here on not wanting to like block yourself from something that you need to do or something that you want to do. And there may also be something that you have to defend. It's like there could be a choice that you're making, a direction that you're going in, something that you're doing that, like, in order for you to complete this, it may come into question in some sort of way and you have to defend it, whether this be like to yourself or somebody else. Possibly even explaining why you're doing something. But it's also about standing up for what you believe in and not being deterred from the path. Because it seems like as soon as you move through this, like being able to stand up for what this is that you're doing, or like this choice that you're making, whatever this is, the Ace of Pentacles comes right after. And so does the Fool. So it's like opening into a new chapter, closing this one and opening a new one. Or at least expanding into a new one, even if this isn't completely finished. I'm also seeing a lot of twos. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands. So it's like, for some of you, you could be figuring out financial decisions, work decisions, plans that you're making. This can be related to an interpersonal relationship. And I'm seeing something that you're waiting on that has not come to fruition yet. And you may be trying to figure out like where to go from here, what to do, maybe even how much to prioritize something in relation to what it is that you're doing. Maybe even something that you want to incorporate into your journey. Seems even like something needs to be shaken down to come together. You may also be choosing what you want to invest in right now. And once you figure that out, it seems like a choice, maybe multiple choices that you're making. It's like you're walking down the path and you know the destination is like 3 miles ahead, and it's like at the next mile the road splits in two and you have to figure out where you want to go, and then like you're on that road and then it splits again, and then you're on that road and it splits again. So it's about like these choices that you're making, like while you wait to get to where you're going. It seems like you're also like learning from these decisions that you're making too, learning from the process of you like taking your time to sort through things and really like weigh the pros and the cons of the decision making. It also seems like it's allowing something to come together as well, something to converge and unite in an auspicious way. There's some sort of challenge here about like doing something correctly. Like it may be more difficult to take the high road in a situation. It's like maybe there's a potentially easier way to do something where you would come up against like less resistance. However, there may be another road that you want to take that you're like, it may be harder, but this is the better decision all around for me. This is more in alignment. Like this is in agreement with my beliefs, and it's about making the possibly tough decision to go in that direction of what you feel like is right. And then I'm seeing like as soon as you make that choice, it's like the gates open and you enter the Six of Wands, which is about success and finally even feeling like you've made it to where you've been trying to go, and like potentially even being recognized. Like I'm seeing spirit even recognize you for this victory that you have in overcoming this obstacle and this challenge of making this right decision for you. I'm seeing it be even like spirit then gets behind you with something that you're doing because of the path that you decided to go down. So it's like this extra support even that you receive. But there may be some anxiety about going in this direction, something that you're worried about. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. But if you make this choice to stand firm in what you believe in and to set boundaries and go after this, looking at abundance, this is about reaping the benefits of the seeds that you've planted independently. So it's like something that you have yourself to thank for. And this speaks about doing something and even seeing the result be like much more than you had imagined that it would be. And I'm also looking at the Ten of Cups here, which speaks about a deep sense of fulfillment. It speaks about your pursuit of happiness. I'm looking at the Emperor here. Not easy, but worth it. This is something that you're doing that's going to complement you long term. This is about your foundation, about what it is that you're going after. This can be like a career choice that you're making, can be a partnership. I'm also hearing public relations, business. I'm also hearing marketing. So yeah, it's about pursuing this thing that you want to pursue and feeling like even this position was made for you. You feel very happy in this thing that you're doing, and it takes like a lot of hard work and consistency and determination. However, it's worth it for you. This also it promotes the idea that you making decisions with like your long term in mind and you putting in the work now is going to lead to you like securing what it is that you want to secure, you building what it is that you want to build. You even feeling like you're fulfilling your legacy, which I know has been a theme that's been coming up in the Aquarian readings. All depending on the choices that you make and what you're manifesting. For some of you, I'm seeing also like a family be included in this as well. Family, structure, stability. This can be with you and another person. Something coming to fruition, seeing something clearly about what it is that you're building towards, where it is that you're going. It's like things really falling into place for you because of these decisions that you're making. I'm seeing you here. Feeling even like you cleared something out in order to pave the way for you to pursue this thing that you're pursuing. There's something again about like keeping in mind the long term. So this isn't just something short-lived. This is something lasting. Something that you're working for, something that you're working hard for. If you feel like something that you're doing is not bringing you a sense of like joy, happiness, fulfillment, peace, clarity, it's also important to keep that in mind as well. Because that's a sign that there may be a shift, a direction change that's needed. This is also about this is also about looking into like who you're collaborating with and who you're exchanging energy with as well. Are you working with a person? Are you working with people that are like empowering you? When you work with certain people, and when I say work, it's like it's not just people that you exchange energy, it's also like what media are you consuming, like what videos are you watching, like what's the intention of the person like giving you advice, like who are you working with within your life, like what is your therapist telling you. It's like whoever these energies are, whether they be like people or books or whatever it is that you're consuming, whatever this energetic exchange is that you're having, ask yourself like how you're feeling about those things. Like what do you feel like after? Does it give you like direction and insight and clarity? Does it feel empowering to you? Or is it something that has you feeling very stuck in your head? Does it leave you feeling confused? Does it leave you feeling helpless? Does it leave you feeling like you can't change a situation that you want to change? And it's about asking yourself, like, who are you working with and what is the effect that those things have on you? Working within collaborations that you feel empowered within. And making the choice to focus on those relationships. And when you make that choice to see the clarity that that gives you as well, the understanding, the insight. I am looking at the Emperor and the Empress in this spread. Making the decision to empower yourself, an opportunity to heal and connect. I'm seeing you change the way that you're looking at something. Even changing the way that you're handling something on the emotional front. So, if you choose to focus on the collaborations where you feel like empowered and all of that, it seems like it grants you the opportunity to like work with people, and for some of you even find a sense of community that you feel supported by. And I'm seeing that also really help you on the emotional front to like ground and to feel centered, to feel at peace, to feel seen and understood, all of those things, the things that are important to us as like humans wanting to connect. And it allows you as well to make these grounded manifestations as well, for you to even feel like you can accomplish what it is that you're setting out to accomplish and make real, is what I'm hearing. So what I said also about the collaboration, about the exchanges of energy, this can also be a person within your life too. So it's like no matter what who the person is or what the thing is that you're working with, it's about asking yourself again, like, how do I feel? Do I feel like this is in alignment with my happiness? Do I feel fulfilled? Or do I feel like something is hindering me or stopping me from like feeling that sense of fulfillment? Is this hindering me or stopping me from pursuing my happiness? Do I feel connected? Do I feel disconnected? Because it even seems like there's a choice for you to make about like what's right for you and what you want to be a part of and involved in, who you want to be involved with. It even seems like an opportunity that you might be very happy to pursue, but there could be something that you're stuck on or something that you're worried about that could potentially cause like a riff in this or be a bit of a barrier. Like at times you may feel like there's something that you want, but you also may feel like at the end of the day you're not going to like get what you want or what you need from it. So this is also about checking in with your intention space in relation to like the decisions that you're making and why you may want to make a certain decision. It's like, where's that desire coming from? What is it based off of? What is the intention behind it? What is the motivation of it? And it also seems like this is granting you the opportunity to be very strategic when it comes to who you are allowing into your energetic field, into your auric field. Who are you allowing to exchange energy with you? How much are you giving? And also, in what ways are you, what are you like taking from that? What are you extracting from it too? Like, what type of energy? And is that allowing you to like create stability and create a foundation that you want? Because I'm seeing it be like you're given like a book, say, with all of this information, or you're given a relationship with many different like intricacies and interactions, or you're watching a show. It's like, what do you take from those things? And are they things that help you to feel like grounded and centered and help you actually build the type of stability that you want to build and like create harmony within your life? And it's like, what choice are we going to make with like the ingredients that we've been given? And feeling in a moment like it becomes very clear to you about like what's going to be the empowering thing for you to do, the empowering move for you to make, how you want to go about creating what it is that you want to create, especially thinking about, again, the long term. Even in the most basic sense, it's about asking yourself, like, hey, if I open my energy up to this person or this thing, is this something that I feel empowered by doing, or is this something that I feel differently about? Looking at Aries, Venus, and Mercury. And for some of you, you may actually be deciding to end something that needs to be ended. To maybe even say something that feels like a difficult decision, but something necessary. Because you may feel that if you go down a certain path, it's just going to create more like pain or strife or hurt for you within your life. And if you see that, whether this be like somebody presenting something to you or a path that's being presented to you, it's about like asking yourself, like, does that actually appeal to me? How do I feel about that? And being very vocal about where you stand, especially when it comes to the direction that you're going in. I'm hearing it again about your intention. It's also about being true to yourself too, and if something is not resonating with you, being very vocal about that, being very clear about it more than anything. Because it seems like before you took action, you may have fallen into a certain path that would have led you to getting like hurt in some sort of way, or it would have like begun quickly and then ended quickly as well. And this is about like changing that route entirely. It's about going where your heart is calling you, and like very much towards the light and towards what's resonating with you, towards the frequency and the vibrations that pull you in, that feel warm and peaceful. I'm seeing too that before, in the past, you may have thought that you were going to go down like a very particular path, possibly with a particular person, and now that may be changing for you. So this is also about you communicating that as well, rather than shying away from it. It's about you being very vocal and open about what it is that you're doing and your intention, and that like if something isn't resonating with you anymore, even in the past, if it had been, it's about checking in with yourself now within the present and being like, what is actually appealing to me? What's actually resonating with me? And is that different than something that I had thought maybe I would commit to in the past? Because maybe now I want something else. I'm looking at the Lovers here, falling over the Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups. It seems to me like this is about like potentially reconnecting with somebody from the past and like staying within that loop with them, or forging a new path and wanting something different, going in a new direction with someone that you have feelings for differently than what you had been doing before, a different type of relationship, desiring a different outcome. Looking at Scorpio, Gemini, and you just popped out, Aquarius. It may feel a bit stressful or overwhelming at times, but once you like get through to the other side of it, it's going to feel much different. It just may be like hard while you're in the midst of this or while you're in the process of it, because change is not easy for us, but it will be worth it to you because you're really following your heart, your centered heart, and what feels right for you to be doing. This is also breaking away from old patterns too, but ones that leave us feeling empty, ones that leave us feeling unsatisfied. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.